Everybody. Welcome to my channel, Be Free Now with Maria. So today I want to talk about love. So love is something that makes us feel good. It inspires us, it motivates us, it encourages us. And overall, when we're feeling in love, right, we're feeling good, feeling very good inside. The thing is that a lot of times this need for love and this desire to create a love story eludes us because love is something that starts within, but we are always starting without, meaning externally. In other words, we're looking for love outside of us at all times, right? We're looking for someone to love us, for someone to cultivate that loving relationship with, and it can sometimes elude us. And that is because it starts within. In other words, learning to love ourselves first changes the way love will look externally. So when we learn to love the all parts of ourselves, right? The parts of us that make mistakes, that stutters, that feels shame, that feels regret, and our younger self, right? And all of our parts, we start to build a strong foundation of love. And that strong foundation of love carries to the outward stuff, right? To all of our outward relationships. But it starts within. And when we fall in love, right? Or learn to love all of those parts of ourselves and accept ourselves, regardless of the external situations that have happened in the past and so forth, that we come to terms, right, with what is and love ourselves as we are in all of our ways, from the past to the present, including our soul, right, that guides us all the time. When we learn to connect and love that part of ourselves, we cultivate something so deep that we are then able to apply it to the external relationships. And then having love in our lives through our relationships are possible. If not, it will elude us. In other words, we will, sometimes, in a new relationship, feel good, feel that, high from love, but then, it'll start to shift. And the reason for it is because when we're not loving all of our parts and loving ourselves first, we have these expectations that sometimes take an unrealistic look, and there's this insatiable aspect to it. In other words, that no matter how much they show us they love us in their own way, we don't feel loved, and it leaves us always feeling like it's not enough. And it's not enough because there's a part of ourselves that we're not loving, and that's why it doesn't feel enough. And we're constantly spinning our wheels looking for that love story or for that fulfillment with love. But it starts within. In other words, in order to have it externally, we need to create that within ourselves. Now, this is not, a one-day thing, or an overnight thing. When I say a one-day thing, this is a process that we learn to cultivate over time, but it's important to give it attention, because until we do, we'll always be chasing, desiring, wanting, and never really feeling quite fulfilled or like we have attained that love story that we desire, and that meaning that love experience that we're desiring to have, because it starts within first. So before I go any further, let me pick a word from my bag of words and see what else I'm inspired to share. Let's see. Ooh, empower. Beautiful. So empower is beautiful because, when we love ourselves first, we are empowered. We are feeling so empowered and so good inside that we don't necessarily need the same things that we used to need. In other words, we might have needed someone to say certain things or do things a certain way in order for us to feel loved. But now that we are loving ourselves and accepting ourselves, we don't have those same needs. It's okay if they didn't say, what we wanted them to say. It's okay if they had a bad day. Now we can tolerate all of it because we're not personalizing it, and we don't have the same needs because we're loving ourselves. So yes, when we are loving ourselves, we are feeling empowered, and we are feeling more grounded within ourselves, and our needs shift and change, which almost seems just like that, but it's not just like that. It's something that we're cultivating through the process of learning to love all of our parts. Like I said, from the parts that we feel ashamed of to the parts, right, that feel good, which is when we connect with our soul. If we take out the time to do that, right, we notice that that process in itself also feels really good. It feels very grounding, very comforting, and very supportive. So I hope that this information has helped you in some way. If it did, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel so that you can be notified when I upload further videos. Have a beautiful day. Bye for now.